G7 ministers voiced their commitment to complete, verifiable, and irreversible abandonment of North Korea's ballistic missile programs. The new term replaces CVID, in which the D stands for dismantlement. A former IAEA deputy director believes this change could allow the regime to have civilian nuclear programs. Dami shares with us his remarks.
The former deputy director of the International Atomic Energy Agency says the term CVIA leaves room for civilian nuclear programs in North Korea while dismantling those for military purposes. CVIA, which stands for Complete, Verifiable, and Irreversible Abandonment, was adopted by the G7 Foreign and Development Ministers in London this week. The term replaces CVID, in which the D stands for dismantlement. CVID is also an expression that the international community, including the U.S., had pushed along with FFVD, Final Fully Verified Denuclearization of North Korea. Speaking to Radio Free Asia, former IAEA Deputy Director Ali Heinonen said abandonment is more of a euphemistic expression than denuclearization and dismantlement. He explained that while dismantlement means getting rid of all nuclear facilities, the word abandonment may leave the North with some nuclear-related parts and facilities like nuclear fuel cycle capabilities. Heinonen, however, added it is difficult in accurately distinguishing the difference in terms since there has been no discussion on the scope or definition of the North and denuclearization. Meanwhile, South Korea's foreign minister said on Thursday that the U.S. will inform North Korea of its new policy toward the regime. Speaking to South Korea's Yonhap News, Jung Eui-yong said he expects the U.S. to explain the new policy to Pyongyang in detail. This week in London, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken shared the details with his South Korean and Japanese counterparts. Jung said the policy was practical and realistic. He added that the U.S. should appoint a special envoy for North Korea as the post remains vacant. Dami, Arirang News.